Ooh. This is my background for today. I have like the Santas and all of that stuff and the nutcrackers. The nutcrackers are actually positioned under my tree in a way where they look like they're protecting everything. Everything looks like a close-up and all of that stuff. Some other video. I did my brows off camera about 2 or 3 hours ago. Sat down to film this video and the camera's dead. People always ask, like, certain YouTubers, what tips would you recommend for someone who's starting a new YouTube channel? Buy 2 batteries for your camera. You're always going to need more than 1 battery for your camera. That's my tip. For my hairstyle today, we are rocking my natural curly hair. Like I told you guys in my last video, I was going to slick it down because I couldn't stand how bushy it was looking. I put it in a bun and then I put these things in my hair, these hair I forgot what these things are called, but you can get them at the beauty supply store. I think I took you guys with me in one of my vlogs where I got all of these hair things that I bought at the beauty supply store. You see them, but yeah, they're all in here. I have gold and silver. And then I slicked my hair down with this Style Factor Edge Booster. This is the gray one, Hematite. And then I use this brush from the Dollar Tree, this edge brush. And then it has a comb at the bottom. So got you guys, what? I got you guys zoomed in a little bit more. I'm also wearing these dragon earrings from Shein. This is like the same kind of look I did for Christmas. And my sideburns are growing back because of course I always cut my sideburns and I cut my hairline as well, so it's like growing back in a really nice way. Anyway, it's like, who out here cuts their edges when people are out here looking for them? But everybody knows I got enough to share. This mall that I went to is a big mall. I did not even know that they had the Morphe store. Ooh, this kind of goes really nice. I got P.Louise packaging, the box. So I got the shade number 3, which has a peachy undertone, which is not bad. Peachy undertones usually cancel out the darkness. They have these eyeshadow bases and an extended shade range. They also have one that's called the Bata Base, the Black Bata Base, something like that. This is how it looks. Just a squeezy tube. I hope I shook this up good enough. Oh gosh, why isn't it coming out? Okay. I've never tried these P.Louise bases before. This seems kind of thick. So far, this is a very thick base. I can definitely see the peachy undertone to it. It looks like the Kylie Cosmetics concealer that I have in a shade Oak, where I got the wrong shade in that too, because again, I like my concealers and stuff to have like a golden or yellow undertone. I got it in a shade number 3 because the shade number 4 I think was like a golden undertone, the shade number 5 a neutral undertone, which of course I have a neutral undertone, so I wanted either 4 or 5, but they were all sold out. 5 palettes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna start off with the Bad Habit Cult Mystere palette, Lacquer Lush. It creases like a normal eyeshadow base. Nope, sorry. The Rose Gold brush. This is just this type of brush. I'm freaking talking the whole time and nothing. The camera just stopped recording. And I'm just tapping it right on the outer part right around here. I created a Halloween look. I started off with the black because, like I was saying before I realized my camera stopped recording, when it comes to purples and reds and stuff, if you don't start with a black base or a black eyeshadow and blend it around that, it will turn that purple or red pink. I'm gonna go in with a burgundy eyeshadow. I don't want to use Christmas colors, green and red. Dang, I tapped that eyeshadow right on my sponge. Beauty Glaze palette, and you can buy this off of Amazon. It's supposed to be a dupe for the James Charles palette, but I'm gonna go in with this matte eyeshadow right here. So yeah, we're gonna just take this around here. And I just like to blend it onto the black and then blend around that. And I'm using this Morphe brush. I don't know what it's called or anything. And this is perfect because what the black does is that it keeps this shade as deep as possible. If I didn't apply this black eyeshadow, then this burgundy would go pink. And I'm blending it all the way up to the brow bone as well. You can see the part where the black stops. So I'm just gonna go back and blend that later. Dark green shade in the Beauty Glaze palette, and I'm gonna take that shadow that has that black still on it right in here. And this is like the perfect green as well. I think I've actually done a couple looks like this before where I blended shades like halfway. Maybe it was like half one color and half another color, or even multiple colors. The Morphe 25L palette, Thrive. Let's see. This shade right here is like a yellow mustardy color. It's like yellow and green. This is a clean version of this one that I used to blend out that purple. Sorry, burgundy. Blend that on top of there. Ooh, it is all in the, and it's okay if it looks like that because we can of course always go back in with that green and bring it back in. And as we're blending this black, we're just gonna do small circular motions just to blend it into the shades, because black is not the easiest eyeshadow to work with, probably the hardest. So we're just going to slowly start blending it in. I'm gonna take this angled brush, Biore makeup cleanser, and clean off this eyeshadow off the lid. That actually worked perfect. I didn't even need the Q-tip to clean it off. Alright, that was nice and fun cleaning it off the lid with an eyeshadow brush. Let me make sure it's nice and dry. I'm going to do my liner crease look that I always love to do. I'll insert some pictures on why I'm cleaning up the crease this time before actually doing that step, because it has happened to me a lot before where I did the eye look and then I used like the Mehron metallic powder, for an example, mixing with the mixing liquid to make it like a liquid liner. And it looks so thick and messy, so it's best to clean up the eye look and then try it. I don't know if I want to use this. This is the the Hard Candy Metal Glaze 12-hour intense liquid. I think I'm gonna try this first. I'm gonna use this liner brush. This is a Morphe liner brush, about halfway. Yeah, I think that that's a good gold. I don't think I'm gonna use the Mehron metallic. Ooh, let's hope that I can get it right on this side too. Alright. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Yeah, I like this. I'm not sure if they still have this available though, because I did purchase it at the Dollar Tree last year, I think, and I don't think that I ever used it since I got it. So yeah, but something that is still available, like I said, is the Mehron metallic powder in gold, and then you can buy the mixing liquid, mix it together, it'll make it a liquid, or you can use this as a powder. Where's my brush at? And the Biore. I really like using a makeup brush to clean it up. Just wet the brush with your makeup remover. Like I said, I'm using Biore and it's good. Okay. I did mess up a little right here. I made it too thick, but I think this is good. I have this green right here called Kintsugi, which I think is like a yellow gold. Green gold. Yellow gold. See, it's green, then it's yellow, green, yellow, green. Gold. Because I have this really pretty green. This right here. Green right here. I'm definitely going in with this and this shade. Sorry, this shade and this shade. That is going to get on my carpet. Oh, so that's the lighter green. Let's go that light in the... We're going to go lightest to darkest. And this base is really thick coming out of this tube. We can go ahead and go back in and reapply this on the lid. The Morphe, can't even get this open. The Morphe, oh, wrong way, eyeshadow in the shade Activism. I'm gonna spray my brush with some Fenty What It Do. Apply it right here. Alright, that is a really pretty shade. Can barely see it, but it's there. Let's go in with this green from the Beauty Glazed palette. And again, I sprayed the same brush. I'm just using this flat brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold set, and I will apply these shades right next to each other. This shade is a little similar to the one I just applied, but it's a little bit, just a tiny bit darker. And this one right here, that's a deeper and more of like that bronzy, no, what the heck, first it was yellow, then it was golden, then it was bronzy. And then I'm just gonna tap this right on the end. And these eyeshadows from the Cult Mystere palette, well, at least this one that I'm applying is a baked shadow, so it's definitely a little bit more on the messy side. Alright, so it goes a little something like this. I have this palette right here, the Colourbook Revolution palette. Let's see, is there a shimmer? Yeah, there's these greens right here. Let's see, how does this one look? I think I want to apply a little bit of that right there because that shade that I used in the middle, I don't feel like it's dark enough that you can see the difference between the first one. Alright, I think you'd be able to see it a little bit better now, yeah. So I'm going to go back in and just blend that black. I'm going to apply the Marc Jacobs Noir, Velvet Noir mascara. I have not used this mascara in a minute. Let me apply it like this. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer in the shade Soft Silk. Well, this is not a shade. It's just Soft Silk. This is what happens when you don't use your Fenty stuff in a while. You start forgetting the name of everything and making up your own thing. And that's what I'm most likely gonna be using in this video, is like all of my Fenty makeup. Let me take these earrings off. I have some like different snake earrings that are not, they're gold with like silver crystals, which is why I went for these, because I just wanted the gold, but I don't like the tassel. The green tassel is just not working. But if it was just gold, is there any way that I can, I'm not even gonna do it. I was gonna say, is there any way that I can just pull this off? No, because if I pull this off and it unwraps, oh, I'm gonna be done. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Pro Filter in the shade 310. This is the hydrating one, but not before I spray that What It Do setting spray. Kind of feel like the gold liner is not showing as well as I wanted it to. I'm starting to think that I probably should have went in with that Mehron, at least right here where the gold and the green hits, because I feel like you just see it right here, but you don't really see it right in here. But ooh, I can feel it running. I gotta catch it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is the Japanese 709 brush. Oh, that really tickles. The other Santa is right here, by the way, while he's sitting here hiding. Let's see if I move this way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna move this way because I feel like now you have to see both of them. And now that outlet's in a way. Oh my gosh. This is the reason why when it comes to my backgrounds, I'm over in the corner with my pictures and stuff, because I just like simplicity. I don't like a lot going on in the background because it can either be distracting or I just feel like I'm sitting in the wrong spot. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, my bottle of water is frozen. I should have kept it in the freezer. For concealer. Oh, right here. So this is the, I'm going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 220. And I was actually just watching one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Karina, also known as OMG Lashes. And she just showed that, what's the name of that brand? I think Maybelline just came out with their new concealer. I don't know if it's called the 30-hour concealer, something like that. I need to look it up because I really want to try it. And it has that flat applicator like the Fenty one does. And I love, love, love this type of applicator. It is like, it just makes the concealer glide on so smooth. I'm going to be using the flat foundation brush from BH Cosmetics Rose Gold Set. Yep, it's the best thing ever when you don't set your foundation yet, so you can scratch that hair off. Like I've been saying in my past couple of videos, I just love the way it applies. I mean, not applies, but blends out and looks when you blend your concealer out. Oh, this, I'm like 2 sides to this mirror and one was just too close. Yeah, I really love how it looks when you blend your concealer out with a flat foundation brush. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Teddy. My face is really itching. And I'm using this hard candy brush. This is the dual-ended, dual-sided brush. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend this in with my foundation brush. I'm going to set under the eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana. And then on the rest of the face with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Banana. Let's see, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. small tapered brush. Let's see. Ooh, this powder be at the top waiting for you. Actually, let me switch the brush out. I'm going to use this long comb brush. This is the #1 powder brush. I actually cut the top of it off because this powder brush is just so hard. I shouldn't even be, dang. I shouldn't even be setting it with it right now, but. Ooh, I forgot. This Fenty powder has such a strong, powerful scent to it. It's like it just be there waiting for you. Oof, dang. I hope my carpet is not messed up with makeup. I'm going to use the Instant Warmth Bronzer. I forgot to bring in a blush. Alright. The Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie from Fenty. Just blend that in the areas. Am I seeing a difference? Oh yeah, there we go. For a second, it didn't even look like it was showing up. That's showing up. I forgot to bring in a blush, and I'm not getting up to go get one. The eyes. Okay, let's use, I'm probably going to regret this. Let's use this eyeshadow right here. The one that I was thinking about using before as, let's tap this on this paper towel, get this off of this brush. The one that I was thinking of using it as this burgundy. Oh yeah, that's cute. Kept on just the right amount where it didn't apply too much. Let's actually use this huge fan brush. And I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Mean Money and Hustler Baby Highlighter. Dang, this brush is huge. With the liquid highlighters. They just came out with liquid illuminators and they look so pretty. And they have one that kind of goes, oh, that's really pretty. I like it with this brush. They have one that goes in incognito, that kind of pairs with the powder version of itself. So the liquid version is called Hustler Baby, I think, or Mean Money, one of those, and I have it right here, so I think I might try it. I'm not the biggest fan of liquid highlighters, but I do have like 2 of them, and of course when it comes to Fenty, I'm willing to try. I'm gonna take this sponge, since I already got it really dirty, Fenty Beauty Powder, just to clean up a little bit of this excess bronzer. Ooh, that's messed up. I don't understand how people could just go like this with one swipe and it just applies the powder down here perfectly. I'm over here like tapping 4 or 5 times and getting it all over my black shirt. Okay. Let's go ahead and just let this sit for just a little while, and then actually I take that back. I'm gonna dust this away now, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. And my face is pretty dry as it is. And yeah, you only need to let this sit for a sec, because look at, oh, this is the LA Colors Auto Liner in the shade Eclipsed. It did apply, not much. Now I'm going to apply the Marc Jacobs one. This is in the shade Glam Jam. Yeah, I haven't used it in a long time. I'm going to apply it halfway across that green right on the lash line. This black first. And you only need a tiny bit, because again it is black. And then we can go in with that burgundy and blend it right under this palette. I'm just going to take this brush right here. I don't know how that's going to work. And this is from the BH Cosmetics set, but this is a dual fiber brush. And just take that yellow and blend it right here. Ooh, that concealer got me creasing like a mug. You can also go back in and do some retouches too. For the inner corner, I have this shade right here called Healing, which is a gold, and then this shade right here, which is my favorite, called Liberation. I'm gonna take Healing, which is that gold, and I'm gonna apply it as brow bone highlight. Let's apply it right here, and then we can take a mixture of that shade and Liberation right in here. You can't tell me that's not the best shade you've ever seen. So this is the Kkw Beauty Lip Liner in the shade Nude 2. And of course, if you've seen my previous videos, you already guessed. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Lady, my new favorite nude. I mean, you can clearly see why. We're going to keep it matte because there's a lot going on the eyes anyway. Let's see, I'll just apply this mascara on camera until the camera dies. And then I'll look for some lashes and apply those off camera. Just applied some Ioni Wispy Dramatic lashes. Of course, I always go dramatic with the lashes when I'm doing a look like this. You know, it's so hard to get dramatic lashes on, especially when a lash band is hard. That's something that when people teach you how to apply lashes for the first time, like if you're a beginner, they never show you how to apply lashes with a thick lash band, because you know once you apply it, one side is always trying to pop up. That's something that people need to teach more often instead of, you know, the little thin lashes, because anyone can apply those, but can you apply something like this? I did switch out my earrings. I switched out to these snake ones with the crystals. These are still from Shein, I think. I need to buy some gold dragon ones that are just gold like this, because I think that that would look so pretty, but I wasn't prepared to lose this tassel. I'm just going to do a comparison so I can explain it a little bit better to why I think it is worth the hype. So when it comes to this ABH primer, it is very, very drying, and you need to work quickly to blend it out. Oh my gosh, anytime I apply makeup, I think I'm allergic to makeup. My nose just starts running. You do have to make sure you moisturize your eyes. The Juvia's Place primer, you really have to shake it up. It is a very liquidy primer. It gives you time to work with it, but it still can be pretty runny. But this P.Louise primer, perfect. It's very, very creamy, very thick, so it gives you time to blend it out. It's not drying, it's not liquidy, and it also dries down to the point where you don't have to set it with powder. You know, sometimes with eyeshadow primers, bases, you have to set it with powder. I think you may have to set the Juvia's Place with a little bit of powder if you want. Anastasia one, of course not, because it's too drying, but this one, it's like just the perfect amount of everything. Next time I buy it, which will be never, because I'll never run out of any of these primers if I'm being completely honest, but I will get my better shade. But besides that, I really love it. Recommend it 100%. No problems with it. It's about $15 US. Of course, that's where I'm at, so of course I'm going to tell you the US price. So that makes it even more worth it. It's not expensive. And you also have, like I said, a very long, extensive shade range. There's not just one shade like the ABH, only one shade. Juvia's Place, only 3 shades. There's a lot for different skin tones. So it's like a concealer, but primer. Alright. I was like, it'll be easier to show you guys on camera zoomed in like this because the lighting over here will be a little bit better. These are the bags. Which way is it going? The white bag does say Chanel all over it. So yeah. With a lot of the YouTubers that I've been watching lately, they've been having like the flowers on the front of the bag. The lady at the Chanel store did say that those are either seasonal or holiday type. I think they're more seasonal or something, like maybe spring, summer. So this time they wrapped it up like this. Look at how beautiful that is. It says Chanel on the ribbon and it's black and gold. And then the little flower that they put on it, it's like a, I guess it's like a gold spray on it. And these are the ones that they usually put on the bag. She told me that that's just what they put on the bag. It doesn't come like that, because I was like asking her. And then here is the next. It says Chanel under here. I can't unwrap this because look at how beautiful this packaging is. Like, how can anyone want to untie this? But it looks so beautiful right here too. This is just their Neiman Marcus bag. Yeah, it's just a regular bag, but if you go to the La Mer counter, what you buy comes in the Neiman Marcus bag just like this. And then if you get any like samples, then she'll put it in a little gift bag like this. And it says La Mer on the ribbon. So I just thought that that was really cute, the packaging that they put into the luxury brands. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.